Hey, welcome back to DIY Willy. Today, we're working on the RZR, the BAJA RZR project, and we have a lot of welding to do. It's a rainy day outside today, and well, I got a day off from work, so I want to try to get as much done as I possibly can. We have a lot to do, and I've fallen behind on it. There's a couple bars or tubes I need to change still, but I want to get some of this welded out, and well, we're gonna do it today as much as we can. So I've already welded a lot on this side, a lot of places. I haven't welded 100%, but I want to start welding on the other side, getting some of that stuff welded up over there. The idea behind moving around like that is to keep the heat from building up in one spot and pulling really bad. I want to spread it around. I don't want one side to get too hot. Welds, as you know, when you weld, the heat can pull the material a lot, especially if you have gaps like I might have. But yeah, I want to spread the heat around a little bit. So I'm going to start on the driver's side, welding up. I just changed the tip on the gun. Yesterday I was welding and it wasn't doing that good. So I changed the tip. I looked at the settings. Everything looks good. The wire speed looked good. It flows nice. We'll just have to see how it goes today. Maybe it's the operator error, you know. Maybe it's Willy that's just not doing a good job anymore. I don't know. I can't see any much that well anymore. My hands are a little bit shaky and they get tired quickly. So, you know, positioning is the most important thing on welding. One of the most important things is getting your body positioning right so that you can make a consistent weld. If you can't make a good weld with your body positioning, you know, it just doesn't work out well. So you want to try to have your best body positioning and your settings on the machine right. Try some test plates to make sure everything looks good, the weld looks good, and we'll go to town. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna get set up and we're gonna go to town. Hope y'all can see over here. We're going to start with a vertical, kind of go over the top, come off this side, vertical, go over the top. And we got a weld across the bottom. And we got to weld the flat around this tube. So I'm going to start over here. Make sure my hood's on. And let's go. Not bad. Not bad. I was a little bit fast. See if I can improve that on this side. Not really. What's going on, Willy? A little bit of repair work there. Now we'll come across the top. That looks pretty good. I'm in a bad position. We were talking about body positioning. I'm in a bad position because the body doesn't allow me to go. Okay. Now see if we can find a good spot for this. This is a better spot. I'm going to block the camera for a minute. Not bad. Got to clean the weld, get a good look at it. It's a little bit bulky. I could maybe turn the wire speed down a little bit. Now see, right there, I didn't have good positioning. My weld is falling out because of my wire speed is too fast for where it was. Also, I can't get good angle because I don't have enough torch lead or stinger lead, whatever you want to call it. So my weld kind of fell out. I'm really in a tight spot here, working in the garage, but hey, we'll do the best we can. Now I got to change positions. Whew. I have just been welding. Oh, you can't hear me. Man, Willy's just been welding like crazy. Got a lot to weld, as we talked about earlier. Wearing a respirator because that stuff will get you after a while. Now, just for simple tax, sometimes I don't wear a respirator, but you should wear a respirator all the time. And man, I'm tired. I have been welding and welding and welding like crazy. Some of the welds, beautiful. Some of the welds, not so beautiful. Anyway, like I said before, it all depends on body positioning, where you're at, what you're doing, how you can see so much. If you can control the speed of your travel. Wow, my camera went dead while I was filming that part. As I was saying, if you could control the speed, you know, your rate of travel with your and have your good positioning, you can usually get a pretty good weld. As long as you can see where the puddle's going, you have an imaginary line on both sides of your joint, and you kind of, you know, 1 second on one side, 1 second on the other side, 1 second, and you do like a weave or a C or like a Christmas tree pattern. You know, it depends on where you are. And ooh, that's hot. And your positioning you have. I try to do the Christmas tree type pattern because it kind of brings the weld from the inside, from the outside to the inside, to the outside, across, outside, inside, outside, across. I kind of try to do that pattern. And then in some positions you have no choice but to kind of weave, you know. Let's take a look at some of those welds. So I'm not doing too bad. Like I said, you know, these welds are not bad. They'll definitely hold. Some of them are a little bit bulky. Some of them look really good. I had some gaps I had to try to fill, you know, and I'll clean these up with the wire brush as best I can. I got welds all over. Even on the other side, over there, over here, you know, over there on that A-pillar bar, over there. I mean, there's welds literally everywhere on this cage. And I'm not a cage builder, you know. This is the first time I've really put one together, and I'm going to change a couple things because I don't like where they're at. But overall, I think it's pretty good, and it's going to work within the build that I have with the cross between the Polaris RZR and the Volkswagen Bug. I gotta sit down. Anyway, as I was saying, it's going to work good for the cross between the two vehicles, and well, I like it. This is another short video. I've been out here welding for hours. I burned through about half of a 10-pound spool. Do you even know what that is? Let me show you. I was leaving it running just to cool down, but I can turn it off now. So, anyway, so that is a wire spool, and I've burned, that's a 10-pound spool right there, I believe, and I've burned about half of it already. Now that's since I started this project. That was a new spool, and that was a new CO2 tank. So I've got less than half of my CO2 left, and I've got half of a 10-pound spool left. So I've got quite a bit here. I'll probably be able to finish with that setup. I probably will buy more gas, but I'll be able to finish with that spool of wire. I think that's 30 wire, I think. I can't remember. If I can, I'll put it in the video somewhere in the description. But everything's looking good. I like it. I got a lot to clean up now because I got a doctor's appointment, and I gotta go pay the doctor something. You know, hopefully he can tell me something. But anyway, this was a good video. I only showed a few things in this video. That's just me crawling around through this tubing. I'm an old guy, and I'm a little bit, you know, jolly. So climbing around in the tubing is not the easiest thing for me, but I'm doing it, and trying to get the best angles I can get to get the best weld quality that I can get. Sometimes I get a little impatient. Sometimes I just get in a hurry. But when I stop and actually focus on the weld, I get a pretty good weld. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'm tired. I got to clean up the garage. And if you like the video, you know, give it a like, a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And any hints that you have for Willy to weld, leave it down there in the description. If you just want to say something how the project's turning out, again, leave it down there in the description. I try to answer every question or comment down there. And yeah, I'm having a good time welding. I enjoy welding. That's all I can say, really. So anyway, come back for more of this BAJA RZR project, and well, I'll see you next time. Bye.